We're gonna try something new. So I was driving past this weird park, and man, it sounds really hollow in this gazebo. I just wanted to do a quick live deal because I don't really have time to make this video and edit it up. I'm working on the camping videos from last week, and I have a ton of footage. It's gonna take me a while, but you guys are gonna be excited to see this place that I found last weekend. But in the meantime, I was working today, and I got the paper. Check it out. It's backwards in my camera, so hopefully you can read that. This says in the Denver Post, camping ban sends complicated message. So I thought I would just go over this real quick with you guys because I know that a lot of people that watch my channel and this whole general community of like RV van people, all that, urban camping is something that we try to get away with, and stealth camping obviously is the thing. So yeah, again, this says camping ban sends complicated message. This is today's paper, June 11th. And I just wanted to go through a couple things. So this was actually an ordinance that was passed in Denver and Boulder a long time ago. I want to say it's been almost 7 years now. And I remember when they did it, because I was living downtown, it wasn't really enforceable for the first 2 or 3 years. But now the town of Parker, which is on the southeast corner of the Denver Metro, they've passed one as well. So check this out. It says, leaders in fast-growing Parker, 23 miles southeast of Denver, passed a measure last week banning camping on public property while also making it illegal for anyone to sit, kneel, recline, or lie upon the public right-of-way. Now, like, initially when I read that, I get it. If you've ever been to Denver, there's homeless people everywhere, and it's unsightly. So I kind of understand the spirit of where it's coming from, okay? But let's just go further. So it says the new measure bears similarities to urban camping laws enacted in Denver and Boulder over the past decade. Laws that some people have likened to criminalizing homelessness and serve as a fresh reminder of the pressures communities in the metro area are under as escalating home prices continue to push people to the margins. Push people to the margins? Give me a break. It's beyond pushing them to the margins. It's like, it's almost unaffordable for a lot of people. So here's another piece that I circled. It says the 2017 point-in-time survey, a 7-county effort conducted by the Metro Denver Homeless Initiative, showed a decline in the number of people without a home from 5,400 down to 5,100. So like, I want to know, how do they even get those statistics? And yeah, I mean, like, did just that many number of homeless people die? Or what? Because the homeless population is certainly not going down. So that was the front page of the newspaper. And then in the rest of the article, I've got some important stuff circled here. So it says homelessness looks different in Douglas County than it does in Denver. Yeah, no shit. I would say the majority are living in their cars while others are couch surfing. They are the working poor, they're underemployed, and they are paying a very high rent. Yeah, I mean, like, one of my videos a year ago was about the disgust with rent in general and how, like, I was trying to find a way to offset the money that I was bringing in, and I was considering sleeping in my car and just living out of it for several months because that's the only way you can correct the margin and get ahead. So it says right here, it takes a wage of $28 to $30 an hour for a single parent with a child to afford the average rent in Parker. I did the math. It actually takes that much money for the single individual to afford a one-bedroom apartment. Specific to Parker, it says a 2-bedroom is an average of $1,860 a month now. So it looks like they interviewed some people from the city, and they are calling these move-along measures, which help push poverty out of sight and out of mind, but do nothing to tackle the root cause of why so many people are struggling to afford a home. I can tell you what the root cause is, why people can't afford a home. It's because inflation is going like this, wages are staying the same, and everything else is increasing. So when your rent goes up $500 in 5 years, and your income stays the same, yeah. All right, so this is cute. Oh, they say on here, we know that a lot of the time it's frustration that takes root, and the city's passed these kind of measures to deal with the visibility of the issue. So my beef with that is very straightforward. It's like, you're gonna ban people from hanging out on the street. Okay, I get that. That's kind of like no smoking zones. But you can't just ban homeless people. It's one thing if you tell people to smoke elsewhere. You can't just ban people from being in a certain place because they're just going to migrate. They're just going to move. I know firsthand because I used to live right near Triangle Park, downtown Denver. And when they cleaned that little corner out by the homeless shelter and made it illegal for people to hang out and just, chill there, all it did was push all those homeless people all throughout different parts of the city, and then they found a new street corner, and now that's where they are. And I would be pissed if I was the property owner and they pushed. Now I understand that the trashiness of the homeless community is not always. It's kind of an eyesore sometimes. Sometimes the gimbal has a hard time staying stabilized with this microphone. No, buddy. The next header says ban seeks. Oh, come on, man. It says ban seeks balance. The goal of this ordinance is to protect the public health, safety, and welfare of the town of Parker and its residents by prohibiting unsafe or unsanitary activities or conduct on public property. Let me try to reset the gimbal real quick. There we go. It's the wind. The wind keeps blowing it. The mayor. It said we had to reconnect. Now it is kind of janky. Like, it should be a seamless process, no? But it's like, even with full LTE, it still seems to disconnect itself. All right, where was I? So it says, the mayor said that this measure has a built-in stipulation that first-time violators will be served a warning before a summons is issued. He said the ordinance actually provides urban campers with easier access to additional resources, such as human services assistance, medical assistance, mental health assistance, etc. This is great. So the law will also give the owners of abandoned property a grace period in which to reclaim their belongings when they're tossed. So hey man, are we there? Are we connected again? Somebody commented, hey, there's one person. They keep dropping off because the stream quality is shit. So, if this video doesn't come out, I'll remake it. So they get 24 hours to move their stuff, right? Which is kind of ridiculous because they don't have a place to take it. That's the point. All right, here we go. This says, simply giving a warning for first-time violation does not prevent criminalizing homelessness because once warned, the person or family cannot comply due to their homelessness. They can only move, and when they stop, they will be violating the ordinance. Exactly. Exactly. All right, so the next section is titled Reaction to the Symptoms. It says, anti-camping laws can also push the problem to neighboring communities. Now, this is what I saw downtown about 4 years ago. It absolutely, and it just moved it like 3 or 4 blocks. It didn't actually help anything. Says partners in Adams County said Denver's 2012 urban camping ban has had the effect of sending homeless people down trails of the South Platte River in order to find a place to sleep. Last month, Adams County authorities cleared out a large encampment along the river. Something looks like 30 people were living there, disassembled with 25 truckloads of garbage taken to the dump. That's insane. Homelessness is not a problem that stops at the border or jurisdiction. Peters, the police commander from Parker, admits that the town's new law isn't a solution for a problem that goes far beyond Parker's borders, but it's an answer to the challenges the town is facing now. What a selfish approach to the issue. I mean, like, you know, it's really frustrating. I don't have a solution, but it bothers me enough, homelessness in general, that maybe that's something I can add to my bucket list of ways to help the world. You know, I think that we need to find a way to put our heads together and siphon some of the world's money off, and not just provide a shelter, but like these people, and trust me, I know, like I've lived in Miami, I've lived in downtown Denver, um, even when I was younger in Cincinnati, you know, it doesn't matter. I live in San Diego. These cities, the homeless people are not always right in the head. And that's due to a variety of reasons. I mean, they've gone through a lot in life and now they are where they are. So, I mean, just watch the documentaries on Skid Row. Or there's a great one called Park Ave. It shows the contrast between Park Avenue, Skid Row in LA, and Park Avenue in New York. And I believe those are the two areas. But it's basically a wealthy Park Avenue versus homeless Park Avenue. It's super cool. It's worth watching. But yeah, I just thought this would be a cool topic. Hopefully the video turned out. It looks like we disconnected twice. Every time that happens, it does like a warble thing and gets nasty. So if nobody can see this video, I'll just make it again and then post it. So anyways, I hope that was interesting. We'll talk to you guys soon. Peace.